Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is going to be a very short one. Thank you guys for joining me. This is not Friday Night Football Club now. This is just a quick preview of the game coming up between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. I just said that, okay, let me just come and share my thoughts. Hey, this is my man. Thanks for joining. I just said, because there was no time to do all these things. The game is going to be on Tuesday, and I also have some information and also my tactical preview just before the game. If you have been following me for a very long time, in this journey of the World Cup qualifier, I focused more on Rwanda. I didn't really focus on Zimbabwe, but this time around, I just said that, okay, let me just do a quick short thing about Zimbabwe. So I know that a lot of people might not be here today because I did not announce this thing earlier. But I'm going to actually just break down Zimbabwe tactically, and I will now give you my opinion how I think Eric Shell should line up. It's going to be similar to what he did against Zimbabwe, against Rwanda, but let's see exactly how things go. I want to thank you again for joining. This is like impromptu live stream. Thank you for joining. And I want to appreciate all of you for your support last time around. I really, really appreciate you. I will not take you for granted. Thank you for joining. I hail you. TC Google, my man. I hail you. PMO, you're my man. I hail you. AGS Oxo too. I also hail you on Instagram too. Those are adults. I'm always on Instagram. Go to YouTube. Go on YouTube. And actually go and pop in on YouTube directly. So guys, thank you guys for finding time again to join me today. Thank you. I really actually appreciate you. Thank you for being there. So this is halfway. This is half time. Thank you, my man Sekodi, this African man. Thank you. This is like half time on the World Cup qualifier. So in the first 5 games gone. So majority of the nearly all the groups, they have like 10 teams there. So they have was it 10 teams probably? So we'll still have to play 10 games. We have to play 10 games. So that means that probably that this is halftime now. So we have to play 5 more games. One is going to be on Tuesday against the Warriors of Zimbabwe. So we look at that game very well and see exactly what I think will happen in that game. Don't forget that Nigeria still fought in that group. South Africa leads the group with 10 points, followed by the Benin Republic with 8 points, Rwanda 7 points, and also Nigeria 6 points. But the win against the Amavubi Stars of Rwanda was Nigeria's first win in this World Cup qualifier. So Nigeria will be chasing a second win against Zimbabwe in Uyo at the Uyo Township Stadium. So we played against Zimbabwe at the Uyo Stadium in Bature, Rwanda. I think the game ended as what in the 1-1 draw. So a draw again will not save Nigeria, will not really help Nigeria. So let's look at just to dive into it directly. So yes, thank you. Just one game at a time. So guys, let's just move on. So I'm going to just start with after the horrible start to their World Cup campaign and also from FIFA ban, Zimbabwe tried to appoint this man, Michael Niels. He's a veteran of African football. He has been working in all these East Africans, South African Michael Niels. He knows their football very well. So they appointed him to be the coach. And in all honesty, too, the appointment paid off because he qualified Zimbabwe for the AFCON. They finished second, I think, behind Cameroon in that AFCON qualifying series. They got some good results in those AFCON qualifiers. So, and has been talking tough too that he can still qualify as a runner-up in that World Cup group, despite a below-par performance against Benin Republic in South Africa. So he still think that, okay, I can still get this World Cup campaign. So that's what he's talking about when they interviewed him earlier today in Uyo. I will not be able to play the clip directly to you for you guys because of copyright issue. I don't have right to that. But I will talk more about that interview. He's a very good guy. I will tell you exactly how he set his team up and how he expects his team to play, and also point out to some deficiencies too in his team that Eric Chile can actually exploit. So he's a man for the job. He's a man. He has been doing one thing for Zimbabwe. He's trying to bring foreign-born players to Zimbabwe because they have this big diaspora contingent. So we're just trying to bring them, blend them with local players, and so on. So he has been very, very good at doing that. So, and honesty too, also a very vocal voice, very loud voice about campaigning that Zimbabwe must return back to Harare. That is unfair for them to be playing their home games. But in all honesty, if Zimbabwe should lose against Nigeria on Tuesday, Zimbabwe will have 3 points and they'll be waiting to play for 12 more points. So I think having 3 points, waiting to play for 12 more points, I think they cannot qualify for the second place team because 3 plus 12, maximum of 15, and they will still need to play against South Africa at home. They will have to play against Benin Republic away from home. Come on. I think a win for Nigeria on Tuesday might probably end their World Cup hopes, of qualifying for the World Cup. To be honest with you on that, but let's see exactly how things actually will play out on Tuesday. So that is aim for you. Let me just talk about some of his key players. So let me just mention some of his key players for you. So the player I'm talking about is Gobi Chirenwa. A lot of you guys might know this guy. If you are a very good Premier League fan, he played for Wolverhampton Wanderers, but his last season was really affected by injury. But now he's now playing Huddersfield Town. Currently now he's been doing well for them. He's been getting games. He's been playing week in and week out for Wolves, for Huddersfield. Very good player. He came on against Benin Republic in South Africa. He changed the game. He's a very good fit player. He likes to operate in tight spaces and everything. If you remember, South Africa, we remember this guy. He's called the equalizer against Africa in the World Cup qualifier. In what's it called, in South Africa, that was played. Was he earlier last year? So they will know him very well, for that. I know that my brother Segodi will actually what we know him. He's called the equalizer straight after they actually they consider their first goal. So another player I'll talk about basically is also Knowledge Musuna. A lot of people will know this guy. He's a veteran of Zimbabwean football. He's called the equalizer against Benin Republic. A very quick free kick against Benin Republic. Very, very good players too, very experienced. He has been playing for Zimbabwe for almost 15 years now. So it's not a guy that is strange. He's not strange to this occasion. He's someone that is not new to this occasion. He can actually what's it called? He plays currently now in the Middle East, so he's slowing down, but still, you saw what he did against Benin Republic. It can still cause problems. So the last guy is going to be if I look at me, I just because I think okay, it's called Zimura. Sorry, apologies for that. It's called Zimura. He's a teammate. He's a teammate of Maduka Koye and Udinese. A lot of people will know him. He played for Bournemouth for almost 3 seasons. He also played 2. He's been in Udinese now for Udinese. Thank you. It's been in Udinese for like 2 seasons now. Fantastic player, left back. He played for left back, but he played for Zimbabwe as a left winger. A player that can come on and actually change things around. I remember against Benin Republic, he started as a left winger, but the coach switched him to a right winger. It caused a lot of it caused the Benin Republic lose some problems in that game, and he did so well in that game. So fantastic player in my opinion. I think we need to be ready for this guy because the guy gets on loose balls, he gets some true balls, a lot of things now is going well for him. It shows that he's not playing in he's not playing in the Zimbabwean league. He's actually play internationally. So that is actually a big it's a big plus for them. So I will be able to discuss more about him as soon as we actually we progress. So that is that about their key players too. So yeah. So that is that. So thank you guys. So let me just like move on to now. So I did some guys. So guys, let me just tell you something. Thank you guys for actually joining. Please, today I know it's impromptu today. Guys, just like the video, please. We have 51 people watching now. Please, like only 9 people have liked the video. Only 9 like the video out of 51. Guys, like the video now. It costs nothing. Just like the video, like the video, like the video. I like to actually yeah, may God give us victory. So thank you, thank you. Like the video, guys. Like the video, like the video, like the video. So let me just take some quick comments from a lot of people. So Pemo just said that it's a rare Sunday stream. Yeah, because the game is going to be on Tuesday, and I've not really focused on Zimbabwe. That's the reason why I'm just coming on live. My man goes that we are live. Yes, thank you guys for joining. So Smilayi, the footballers, I hope that greetings to you. So thank you, thank you. Straight win for Eagles. Thank you. It's a good my man from South Africa. He also said that okay, I want to Victor said that we are live. Thank you, thank you. So Zigodi said that I told you 6 games left. Nigeria needs to be direct and focus on one game at a time. Actually, what I agree with you is one game at a time. And I'm going to be talking about one game at a time, thing about the news from the camp now. I'll be telling you more about that as soon as possible. So good morning to you too, Kelvin. And yeah, so are you telling me that Zimbabwe have better players than Rwanda and they are somehow that's in the group? Yeah. They do have better players than Rwanda, to be honest with you, better than Rwanda, but they are someone last in the group. Scares me more than the other team. Yeah, for me, I think this one is a slightly more tricky game for me than the Rwanda game. I have to be honest with you about that. This one is like a slightly more tricky game for me than the Rwanda game. If I'm not, I have to agree with you, Pai Muyo. So thank you, Kevin. Good, thank you for actually for joining. So thank you, guys. Like the video, Liking costs nothing. And also help us share the video too. 24 likes now. Okay, we are there. So we are 60 people here. 24 likes now. So you can still continue to actually like more. We can beat them, but they at least but they need to be very focused. So guys, do some Instagram before I'm going to go. I'm doing the tactical review now very quickly. So do some on Instagram. Go and join on YouTube. So those on Instagram, please join on YouTube. So guys, so like the video, guys, like the video, So like the video, guys. So how many likes do we have now? So we have 26 likes. 26 likes, guys. Out of 68 people watching, we have 26 likes, guys. Like more, please, like more, like the video more, and share the videos to your friends too. I want to actually know a lot about what is going on. We are 75 people now. Still, we are 75 people watching now. How many people? 75. We are 75 people watching here now. 29 likes, guys. Come on, like more now, like more. So that is that about their key player. If you're just joining me, I mentioned this guy, Zumura of Udinese. I mentioned him. I mentioned Noleng Busuna. I also mentioned Chirenwa. So they are the three guys I think can be players. So yeah. So let me just go on to the tactical part now. So guys on Instagram, please go on YouTube, go and join because I'm going to leave the Instagram quickly now. Go on YouTube, go and actually join. Guys, go on YouTube, go and join. I'm going to remove the Instagram bit now. Thank you guys for your cooperation. I've done football 2 on YouTube. I'm going to remove it now. Thank you guys for your cooperation. Thank you. So guys, so that is that on what's it called about their key players. So let me just go about their likely likely how they play. So you go about how they play, and I'll now end up with my what's it called, how I think Nigeria should set up. Based on what I realized, what I saw about Eric Shield, I think how Nigeria should set up. I'm going to just I'm going to talk about it because I have to be honest with you guys. I learned something different. about our coach in the last game. He's a fearless man. I learned something different. So I'm going to be thinking about, okay, maybe we could change things around, but what I think he will do. So let me just start with this. This is a Zimbabwe game. So this is the game against Cameroon. So the reason why I picked this game against Cameroon is because Cameroon is close to Nigeria. They see Cameroon in the same level with Nigeria. So I think, in my own opinion, that the coach, Michael Niels, will approach the Nigerian game the way he approached Cameroon game. That's the logical, guys. I think he will approach the game the way he approached the Cameroon game in the AFCON qualifier. So that's why you will see majority of the clips here coming from the Cameroon game. So because when you play against a team that you really respect, there's some things that you tend to do. So that's why I just picked the Cameroon game. It's going to approach it similar, because when I heard about his interview talking about, yes, we played Cameroon, similar conditions and everything, I just realized that the approach might be the same. So let me just look at it. So this is the kickoff against Cameroon. So the idea was clear. They played on paper, they played 4-2-3-1. But you can see clearly here that it's like a 4-5-1 formation. So that is how they actually line up against Cameroon. So that's how they set themselves up against Cameroon. So they have a double pivot, and they also have a player in front of them. It's called Rubuneka also, and they have two wingers. So that's how they set up against Cameroon. So based on this, means that they would like to press high and also defend deep. But I can tell you, the way they set up also have so many shortcomings. So look at this ball. Because the way they press so high, there's one guy in Cameroon, I forgot his name. Let me just try and get his name out for you guys. This is called there's a guy in Cameroon. What's his name? The guy in Cameroon is called Christopher Wo. Yes, it's called Christopher Wo. A lot of people, guys, might know him. It's called Christopher Wo. He played in Ligue 1. He played in Ligue 1. The guy, anytime they press high, the guy is very good on the ball. The guy picked them up. Can you see? That was the guy I circled in blue was Vincent Abaka. As early as possible, he got behind them. So the other thing I observe about their defensive lineup is that they are very slow. So if you want to play high line, I just think that you must have fast defenders that can come back and recover quickly. So they're trying to press very high, but just realize that they are picking them up on a regular basis. Abaka is not the fastest of strikers in African football, in world football, but he kept on getting behind them. And I can show you things that if Eric Shell could show Osimhen some of these clips against Zimbabwe, I think Osimhen will be licking his lips about what might probably actually would happen on Tuesday. So this is, and you can see another one again. That was another clip. You can see that one. Abaka getting behind them because they were pressing high. And another thing about their defensive lineup is this. They play like a 4 at the back. The guy I said could be number 5 is called Lungu. That guy is called Lungu. So it's called Lunga. If you have been following PLC very well, he plays as a left back for Sundowns of South Africa. So they have these two defensive pairs of Garanga and Takwara. Garanga is a bench warmer in FC Copenhagen in Denmark. So now we tell you why the guy that was very close to Abaka there is called Garanga. He is a bench warmer in FC Copenhagen. In this game, it shows that he's not been playing game for a long time because it was so obvious that he couldn't match up with the pace of Abaka. Despite Abaka wasn't the fastest striker, the match rustiness was there. So because he's not been playing games for Copenhagen in Denmark, and in the other part too, you can see Takwara plays in the South African League, but he does not play a top flight football. He plays in the second division for Vanda FC. So this is not the most experienced defensive lineup, that they are parading, to be honest with you. So the two center backs you see there, one plays as a bench warmer in Denmark League, another one play in the South Africa Second Division. So they were just a little bit all over the place, when when Cameroon actually came at them. So, and you can see this one again. What I observed about this formation is this. I told you earlier that they were trying to push very high. But what I observed too is that there's a gap between their two pivot midfield and their four at the back. So all the time you can see that the three front players from Cameroon kept on isolating their four players at the back. And I can show you this same thing too happened against Benin Republic. So, but Cameroon was so wasteful in this game, they didn't score more than 2 goals. The same thing. This was Cameroon's goal. So he just took the ball. He dribbled past that guy I called Garanga. I told you earlier, the guy I called Garanga is not really match fit. He's not been playing so many games for FC Copenhagen in Denmark. So Abaka just took the ball. He dribbled in. You can see that ball now. That was him. He dribbled 2 players and he shot the ball straight away. And that was how Cameroon actually scored their first goal. He took the ball, he dribbled them, and he scored in the box. So just like I told you about Rwanda, these guys are not good on the ball too, especially the defenders. They're not good on the ball. But you have to take it to them. If you don't take it to them, you won't know that they're not good on the ball. You have to take the game to them. So, can you say Abaka? 4 Zimbabwean players on Abaka there. When he scored his first goal, he realized that, come on, I can dribble this guy. So he kept on dribbling them. He kept on dribbling them. That was what he did. So when he kept on dribbling them, it was attracting so many players around him. So because it was attracting so many players around him, his players, his teammates were free on either side. So I can see that this was okay. Before I go to this, was one evidence. He struggled with, before you know it, the guy marking Basong, is it Basa Gongoso, left him there, and and the analyst scored, but this wasn't actually what they go. Look at the goal. Talking about this goal. Look at this goal. This goal was called by Nkundu. If you know him very well, he used to play for Sports before. Is it Nkundu or Nkundu? No, I remember his name very well now. It's called Nkundu. The guy that he was playing against, they call that player called Jalai. Jalai plays for Dynamo FC in the Zimbabwean Premier League. The major problem they are having currently now is that the Zimbabwean Premier League is on break. I think they're about to start also. They're about to start this month. No, towards the end of the month. This month they will start, maybe next weekend or so. So this guy called Jalai is one of the best right back in the Zimbabwean Premier League. But they have not been playing games. And this was a big concern for the coach. So, and Nkundu, you can see Nkundu, he took him on to the cleaners, he dribbled him straight away there. Like I told you, the same Takabaka dribbled him and he scored. He scored straight away from that distance. So I told you that is actually what that about actually how they play. Let me just show you some similarities to what I also observed about their pattern of play. So this was against Benin Republic too. I think that's why I say something. Genetro is a good tactician, but the problem Genetro had with Nigeria was because I think the Nigerian team outgrow him. They outgrow him because they actually outgrow him, so they couldn't undo the pressure again. So like the Nigerian team actually outgrow him, so I think he couldn't actually undo the pressure again. That was the reason why I think he failed with Nigeria towards the end. So I think he also watched the Cameroon game. What he did was that he also asked his players to start taking them on. As early as the 5th minute, Steve Munier of Osborg took them on. He wanted to be similar to this. Let me just show you. Similar to what this guy did. Similar, he had this thing, he went for it, but unfortunately, he didn't actually was score. As early as the 50 minutes, they made sure that their intentions actually are well known at the start. They made sure that their intentions actually well known at the start. So, and that some of you guys are watching the French game too. So they made sure that the intention actually was known at the start. So that's what I'm just trying to say. Basically, is that we should also learn from their mistakes, some of their flaws too. So another thing actually what also picked here was the pressing. So I told you earlier that they are not really good on the ball. So they were trying to pass from the back. But the problem I see from passing from the back was that they were not even convincing. So they waited so long until the Benin Republic, players closed them down. They closed them down. When they closed them down, they won the ball, they scored. You can see, they won the ball and they scored. That was as early as the 11th minute. So, for me, I'm confident that on Tuesday, Eric Chell will press high. I know that he's going to press them high. They think they can play. I don't think they would like to play from the back against Nigeria. I don't actually think so. But if they do, I think Nigeria will actually will press them high. So this was I know I told you that there's a lot of gap between their midfielders and actually and their defense line. So and similar to against Cameroon, so you can see this was Benin Republic's second goal. 1-2. The guys there. When I want to say something. When you are training, it's different from when you are in game conditions. That's why sometimes when our players are not playing game for their clubs, I don't buy the idea that the players should be invited for the national team. So it shows clearly here that some of these players are not active for their club. I'm talking about the Zimbabwe players, especially at the back line. They are not actually active for their clubs. So, and you can see that they allow Benin to play through them. These guys are playing in the Egyptian league. They allow Benin to play through them, and they actually scored directly. A very beautiful goal, in my opinion, directly. So all these things, it looks just like a similar approach, similar way to actually to how they actually played in their games against Cameroon, also games against Benin Republic. And another one I have to actually tell you basically is that in terms of set pieces, like in terms of crosses, they are not probably the tallest. I saw some of their right back. I know the baby is like 5 foot. I saw those. They're not the tallest, but the area they are the strongest here is the midfield. Don't forget, they have. I told you at the start that they have this guy. This guy is going to be in the midfield, Chirenwa. I don't know. This other guy is going to be in the midfield. It's called Munetsi. I don't know, maybe you know him. He also plays for Wolves. He plays for Wolves. Munetsi plays for Wolves. He's their captain. That is like Munetsi. Yeah, he's their captain. He plays for Wolves. So this guy is going to be the midfield. And also have one guy called there's a guy called Rinom Ota. Rinom Ota. Rinom Ota plays for Cardiff City in the championship. He plays for Cardiff City in the championship. I think he's a teammate. He's a teammate of Collins. What's it called? Collins, our player called Collins. So for me, they are the strongest in that midfield. They're very strong in the midfield. So it's just left for us to know exactly how to bypass them in that midfield and do the needful. So if we do the needful, I think Nigeria will win the game by 3-0. So that is that on the preview of the. Thank you, Jamili Collins. Thank you. I nearly forgot his name. So guys, I have about 123 people watching this video, and I only have 245 likes. So guys, please like the video. We're about to wrap it up now quickly. like the video. Like the video. We only have 45 likes out of about 122 people watching. Please like the video. Like the video. I beg. Like the video. If you cannot give us super chat, those that give us super chat last time, I really appreciate you. Just like the video. So finally, I will now give you my starting lineup. Though even myself, I'm doubting that lineup, but I'm going to give you my own lineup, and I think that that is how I think Eric Chiu might probably actually was playing this game, and I think that's actually what I think he's going to show up playing this game. But let's this. So let me just show you how I think he's going to actually what the lineup. So I think because the way the previous formation was successful, I think I'm not really sure how fit Osai Samuel is now. So that's why I'm going for this lineup. I'm not sure how fit Osai Samuel actually is currently. I'm now going for this starting lineup. I think it's going to be what usually was Stanley Wabali in goal. I think it's going to be Ola, as a right back. I think Ekong and Bassi will play central defense. I think Bruno might be getting his first start. Depends on. I hope he will not go and start Alassane Yusuf ahead of Bruno again. But if if Osai Samuel is not fit and the coach starts Olaina as a left back and Alassane Yusuf as a right back, that means that Bruno will not get invited again. There's something wrong. So can you see 133 people are watching? How many likes I have here? Okay, I have 56 likes now. 56 likes. Thank you. 56 likes. So if he gets invited, if he play Alassane Yusuf at the right back and Bruno is not playing, that means that Bruno is not playing under this man again. And there's something that he's doing that is not right in camp. So yeah, that's actually what that. I have 140 people watching this video now. 140 on YouTube watching this video now, and some other people on what's it called? Not Instagram, sorry, on Facebook. 140 on YouTube watching this video. Guys, like the video and subscribe. To some of you are watching this video and you are not subscribing. Subscribe so you won't miss any part there. So in the midfield, I think he might probably take a risk with this same midfield again, and also go for Moses Simon, Alex Iwobi, Samuel Chukwueze, and Wilfred Ndidi. But for me, I just think that in my own opinion, I think you want to take the risk, but against Mutnesi, against Chirenwa, I think he should drop Samu. He should drop Samuel Chukwueze. He should drop Samuel Chukwueze and actually play Rafael Onyedika. If you can drop Samuel Chukwueze, Rafael Onyedika, I think he's going to have more steel in that midfield and it's going to actually be better. So for me, I think he should drop Samuel Chukwueze and play Raf Onyedika to have like a double stay in that midfield, and I just allow Ndidi to go forward. Allow Ndidi to actually to bump forward, to go forward. So in my own opinion, I think that we need to balance that midfield very well so that we don't regret it. Because sometimes if you go and concede first, it's gonna be a big problem for Nigeria. So I don't want us to actually what happen. Guys, let me know on lineup too. What do you think? Do you think that you start with the one that played against Rwanda? Do you think he should make some changes? What's your opinion about it? So I also meant to have a calling section today because of Mondays we normally have a lot of things to do, but because of you might want to call, then just put the chats. Let me just put it there in the chat box. If you want to call, just call and make it briefly so that we can be able to wrap it up very well. I don't want to spend more than 1 hour today because today is not our regular regular day where we meet. so that we can be able to, we can be able to, I know that it's a little bit of big work tomorrow. So guys, that's how I think it should start up. It should start up. So let me just take some comments quickly, and I will give you my update from camp. So somebody, this my logistics said that I'm confident our attack will be too much for them, especially if we press like we did in last game. Yeah, I also agree with you on that. I think Eric Chill will actually what we press, and I think that if we press them very high, I think we're gonna actually we're gonna really actually beat them silly, in my opinion. So thank you, logistic Jeff, for that. So I should not play Alassane Yusuf. That's why I said if we play Alassane Yusuf as a right back ahead of Bruno Onyemaechi, that means that Bruno is not getting called up again. That is it. So Bruno is not getting called up again. So I have my first caller here. Then also is joining, but let me just take quick comments quickly. So we have updates from camp. So okay, what's the update? So the update is that he has banned all journalists around the team. Today's training, nobody had access to them. Oh, thank you, KZ, for the super chat. Thank you. For super chat for today. He said that nobody should come close to them. Content creators, and I can tell you that the content creators matter came up, and Eric Chele said that they should not, nobody should come close. So I'm really actually happy about that. Knows what is it. So please like in the video. Thank you for that. This thing. So Shukede should not start. We don't want them to use his flank wings. Okay, I would prefer to start Franco Nyedika. Drop Shukede. Yeah, I also agree with that. So let me just say, thank you, KZ. Super chat. Thank you, my first for today. My name is Annie from Washington. I'm a big fan of you, and I say, oh, thank you very much for that. So yes, let me just so that's the update from camp. He has banned everybody. That's why you cannot see pictures of training. You cannot, if you go and check Instagram now, you cannot see any pictures of training. In fact, he even asked the NFF people to stop to stop taking the pictures today. People, NFF, if you could stop the NFF media to stop it, that means that who are you? Who are you to say that you want to come actually you want to come and actually take pictures? That Bruno should start. Also, Chukwueze should be dropped to get this thing. Okay, thank you. So let me just bring my first caller quickly in because so that we don't take too much time. So I have my brother, then also yeah, then also thank you for joining. Thank you, then also.
Thank you, my brother, for having me.
Okay, thank you. So quick contribution, then also.
So I wholeheartedly agree with what you said about Chukwueze dropping off from the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a game that we need to have Onyedika on board in the starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Wilfred and Didi, there has been this idea floating around that, at Leicester City, that he plays more like an advanced creative midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, there are some things you don't learn at old age. That was not the the backbone of his game coming up the ranks.
Yeah.
It is much needed for Ndidi to stay rooted in that defensive midfield area. When
Yeah.
you look at our lineup against Rwanda, there's something a lot of people did not spot. It looks like we're playing two central defenders, but in actuality, we're playing a triangle three-man defense.
Yeah.
Ndidi was sitting in front of that three-man
And yeah,
defense.
it wasn't moving about. It was
Yeah.
just stationary there.
He was stationary there. He was the first line of defense.
Defense,
And
yes.
I think that strategy
Mm-hmm.
is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And Chukwueze was made to play as more of a holding
Midfielder.
midfielder, attacking midfielder.
Yes.
There was instructions in that game. A person that doesn't hasn't played this game might not notice what was going on,
Yeah.
but that game was played solely on instructions. And
Yes.
having Simon up there
Mm-hmm.
was very crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Iwobi should continue in the same um, position that he played,
Mm-hmm.
roaming the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Ademola Lookman playing as a supporting striker. That
Mm-hmm.
was a brilliant idea. There
Yeah.
you have two people that can create for semen
Yeah.
and two people that can actually score.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn a blind eye on any of the three,
Yeah.
Moses Simon can easily punish you.
Yeah. Well,
But
so I
when,
want to ask you a question. Have you ever
sure,
watched a Nigerian game like this? It's like a game of chess. It's like the guy was just toying with the team. He was toying with the team. I've never seen a game. It's like a game of chess. It was like do and do. It's like they play the game every 10 minutes.
he
Like 10
should,
minutes for something, 10 minutes for something, 10 minutes for something. It's like
yes.
why is the game into like 9 different parts? Because I realized that
Mhm.
why it on my neck is changed again. Why it's doing this thing, it's changed again.
Did you notice that he crippled the Rwandans' plan for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
He crippled them tactically.
Mm-hmm.
The coach even admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
The Rwandan coach even admitted it.
Yeah.
Their plan for this game was completely crippled.
Mm-hmm.
This team, didn't they beat South Africa 2-0?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do
Hmm.
you think that this team, we played a very dangerous
Mm-hmm.
team and we don't appreciate beating them at home?
Yeah.
This tells you how tactical
Mm-hmm.
Eric Shirley is.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to, he has started to stamp his authority in the team.
Mm-hmm.
No press conference, no, all
No,
those
no,
shenanigans. Stay out of the team preparation. Your opponents, even the Nigerian media doesn't know much
no,
information
no, wait,
about his
wait.
plan.
About
His oppositions doesn't know much information about his plans. Right now, we are practically guessing who's going to start on the right,
and
who's going to start on
he
the
said
left.
today training section, one another thing is that he moved them out of their hotel. The hotel they used to camp, they moved them from that hotel. So went to a different hotel. So they asked
To
Zimbabwe
avoid
to stay that hotel.
distractions.
Yes, they asked Zimbabwe to stay in that hotel. So they moved to a different hotel. So and some people were like, they asked some even people that want to do content. In fact, somebody that traveled all the way from Lagos was only taking videos of the stadium because they cannot go near.
Exactly. Get the business at hand done. Let
Mm-hmm.
them do the talking at the end of it.
Yes.
That is a man that means business. I've said this from the very day number one,
Mm-hmm.
that this guy coming into the national team would change a lot of things, and
Mm.
it is happening before our eyes.
Yes.
For a foreigner, for a foreigner to even before the kick of the first ball tell the whole Nigerians what the problem with their national team is
Mm-hmm.
speaks a lot of volume.
Mm.
Our ex international, many of them are very unpatriotic. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying it and I'm saying it loud and clear. For this guy, I've said this so many years that Nigeria has been playing
Mm.
uh, pedestrian football. You want to win your opponent and you're walking the ball. When you're walking the ball, you're giving them time to completely reset and wait whatever you have in store for them.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be a team by playing that type of football.
Yeah.
Even the JJ or culture 94 era, as much as they were talented, they were not playing pedestrian football. When you
Yeah.
watch their clips, you see how fast. When
Mm-hmm.
you press your opponent,
Mm-hmm.
they will have a hard time
Yeah. Too.
strategizing for you. You take them out of their element.
Yeah.
Even them building a confidence against you. The
Mhm,
style of football this guy is playing
mhm.
explains clearly why he beat South Africa and AFCON.
Yeah. And also, I want to just, I want to like divert slightly. I listened to Ugo Bruce, the South African coach press conference, and also listened to
Mhm.
the South African coach press conference. The South African coach said that, there's a team in this group that they just woke up now, and they will be beating different people from different corner. I'm hearing that they are beating Rwanda. And I think, you know what? In the after, when Nigeria led by 2-0, I think he told his players that, guy, hey, Nigeria is beating Rwanda. Where did you did not win?
Exactly.
So I think he told his players that they have to step up in the game against Lesotho. I think that was what really even inspired them to actually to even to get those 2 goals. So
To push through.
to push through. So for me, I think it's bringing different energy. And when it got to the 70 something minutes, I realized that we're just passing the ball. Try to they wanted to attack us. We'll try to normalize them because we're better.
Mhm.
I just realized that I think I'm getting different vibes from him, and I'm also happy too that some people are here. They have not spoken to me since Nigeria won, and the reason is because they want to come and shame me. That shame on you, your Eric Shell. But Eric Shell,
Mhm.
thank you for not disappointing me, on that, because I know some people say I should keep my energy until the game against Rwanda. But now I'm really happy. But I want to ask you this question. Osimhen did not score during AFCON that much. Do you think this guy will get the best out of Victor Osimhen?
He has already put the foundation right in front of everybody.
Hmm.
Were we playing the same pattern of football in AFCON?
No, no,
No.
no.
The pattern of football we played in AFCON it's a pattern that we just discovered during
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
tournament,
mm-hmm,
and it was extremely defensive.
mm-hmm,
It completely stifled Osimhen's productivity. This
mm-hmm,
guy was playing two men in
mm-hmm,
one in AFCON
mm-hmm,
because there was not much help.
mm-hmm,
There was not much help for Osimhen in AFCON.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
If we had played the current pattern we are playing right now,
mm-hmm.
we would have been AFCON champions.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think this man? Let me just ask you this question
Mhm.
because I have to, because you support this man too. He's called his staffs that he wants to be champion. And it's not only about players. So he said, you as a staff too, you must know your responsibility.
Yes.
You must be proactive in most things. And I can tell you that one person nearly lost his job. One person nearly lost his job in this around this backroom staff because he wasn't proactive. He was saying, I know him now, I know her now. It nearly
David
cost.
is a no nonsense
Yeah,
individual. He's
yeah.
holding every one of them accountable.
Mhm.
Yes, the key thing is these 6 points. There
Yes.
is more to come from Eric Shelley. And
Mhm.
that is, everybody knows there is more to come. There
Mhm.
will be players in this team that this is most likely the last time they will play for Nigeria.
Yeah, I think I should agree with you on that. So it's gonna be choppy for fullbacks now. And I know that
Mhm.
you sent something to me on WhatsApp about your guy from Germany. It's because I won't lie to you. Part of the areas he said was to look for options, the fullback.
This is the
That,
fullback position.
that the fullback, the left fullback, is not really stuck. I so that for him not to start Bruno in that
Mm.
tells you
I
that.
am concerned for Bruno.
Mhm,
I am concerned for Bruno. I've said this about more than 7 months right now. I
mhm,
am very concerned for Bruno. Do I think Bruno is among our top
mhm,
three
mhm,
left backs?
mhm.
I can say yes. Because this guy from Werder Bremen is a very tactical fullback and
Yeah.
a versatile one. And
Mhm,
the thing that a lot of people are not realizing is that even Felix Uduakai has declared
Yeah,
his intention to play for Nigeria.
yeah.
But
But
one thing that people are not remembering is that the first position that Felix Uduaka was playing was a wing back.
yes. Hmm.
So when you have Felix Uduaka and you have a Felix Ago
Hmm.
as well, that left side will be loaded very soon. And one thing that a lot of people are not even noticing is that Jordan Turonariha
Hmm.
can actually play as a left full back.
Yes. Yes.
He can play as a left full back as well. And that guy will end up before the Nations Cup start. This guy, I doubt that he will play the rest of this year for Genk.
Yeah, I ask you what. I
When
don't.
this guy moves, he
Yeah.
reminds me everything about Taribo West, the
Hmm.
young version of
Hmm.
Taribo West.
Yeah.
And we have great things happening before our eyes, and a lot of us are not seeing it.
Hmm.
Igor Obo.
Yeah.
That's why I said what thing I said before the Rwandan, a few minutes before the Rwandan game,
Hmm.
that Truth Ekong will be lucky to be a starter
Hmm.
when Nations Cup comes.
Hmm.
Because the likes of Igor Obo, the likes of Turo Nareha, the likes of Aboguna, all these guys are now very motivated. They
Hmm.
are very motivated to prove themselves under Shelley because they know that they will get the chance.
Yeah. Before I bring, sorry, let me just take one comment. Now I want to ask to what you say. Take this comment and go to my brother here. There you go. Let me just say this comment. Let me just say something. I will not hide it here. I used to criticize him. I used to come after him. But what surprised me is that the way he used him in the game against Rwanda was slightly different to Pesero, no, not Pesero, to Eguavo and Finidi.
Mhm.
Different. So I think it was, you said you are right. Everything was instruction. And
Yes.
he did not do more than what they asked him. When we lost the ball, I saw the way Iwobi chased the ball. Iwobi and
Yes.
Chukwueze chased the ball. Chukwueze was saying on
I
the,
was proud of you,
yeah,
Chukwueze, to be frank with you.
yeah, Chukwueze was saying that he never run like this before. He was going to tell you what the man is demanding. He was saying he never run. No. Let me just take this comment quickly from Chas. Chas, thank you for the gift. So that, over to you, Smith. Like, did you think South Africa can win all their games? Because I
No.
feel so we do a giveaway. So let me just tell you something. Currently now, halfway, they have 5 games to play. They have 2 away games to play, 3 away games to play. They have to play Lesotho away. Let me just tell you here. Nigeria have sent in a petition that Lesotho South Africa game should not be played in South Africa. That CAF should look for look for a different venue to play. I can tell you that one. But they have sent in a petition that game should not be played in South Africa.
That game should not be played in South Africa.
So they sent that one, but I don't know. It depends on actually how they decide it. Secondly, South Africa will play away against Zimbabwe. So me too, I'm monitoring Zimbabwe. What is happening in Zimbabwe about their stadium? So this month, they are inviting CAF to come and help them check the stadium because they think that they did enough, on that stadium to get it approved for CAF. So they are looking at playing their next set of qualifiers in their stadium, national stadium in Harare. So they will host South Africa in October. That is it. So South Africa will play. Will play in. They will play against Zimbabwe away from home. But people, I don't even care about Zimbabwe. The game, I think, might choke South Africa for neck. You know that game is at home against Rwanda. No, Nigeria will be at
Rwanda.
home. When they host when they host Rwanda, I think it might be a
Mhm.
problem.
Yes.
It
Yes.
might be
There
a
will
problem.
be a problem for South Africa with the Rwandans,
Mhm.
and they will struggle against Benin Republic.
I think they will struggle on Tuesday. But it's just my issue is that I saw the electoral press conference. Like, oh, my former players want me to beat South Africa. That was what he was saying. My former player talking about referring to the former Super Eagles player that wants him to. But I looked at it. I see a draw. That's my opinion. I see a draw. But let me just go to. I'm sorry. Let me just. I've
I
been holding.
I think Benin Republic will win.
Please just hold your thought. Let me just go to
Okay.
Orlando. Oladipo, thank you for joining again today. We know that it's impromptu, but I'm sorry
Yeah,
to
no.
bring you guys. Okay,
We're always
just
happy to see you.
opinion quickly. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, boss.
Thank you, my
Yeah, I
brother.
think first off, I respect you a lot with the analysis you've given us prior to the Rwandan game, and then how much you've said about Chel. Because in that match, there's something you always say that these guys are very tall, and we might not be good with crossing the ball. If you notice very well, anywhere they needed to cross the ball, they were putting it ground below, and it was a threat to them. They almost made an own goal. They almost made an own goal, and then
Yeah.
about 3 to 4 times, Osime was supposed to pull out on the air. He was putting it on the ground. Even
Mm-hmm.
Lukman, he was putting it on the ground, which is
Mm-hmm.
very rare.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one another tactics that I know Kel noticed. From what you
Mm-hmm.
always say, that they are very good in the air.
Yeah.
That's one. Then two, he was able to. I think Ndidi. I wouldn't say surprised me, but he was able to bring the best out of Ndidi.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Chel's time is going to bring out the best out of all our players, and they are going to go from country to club to go and do better because they
Mm-hmm.
are going with full fitness. Because the way he's been drilling these guys, they can easily go 200 minutes without getting tired.
Yes, they are
Mm-hmm.
more fitter.
Yeah, he's drilling them. And then I was watching one channel's program earlier today, and then the man was beginning to make us fear and all this thing. I feel like we should not fear. We just need one more draw from South Africa. Our assignment is left to us. Win on our games.
What are they saying in the channel? That what are they saying?
He's saying it's very difficult that there is possibility we win all our games and still not qualify, which is true.
No, if we win on our games, we go to the
That's
playoffs.
not true.
Eh? If
That's
we
If
not
we,
true.
if we win on our games, we're going to go to the playoffs.
we can't say if we win our game, we'll go to play because we don't know what other teams will end up with yet. Other the groups we end up with as per points.
The key term in this group right now for Nigeria, I believe 100% that if Nigeria win out all their games, they are qualifying automatically.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of pressure. Imagine if South Africa lose against Benin and Nigeria beat them in South Africa. The door is closed.
Nigeria
Uh,
don't need to. They don't need to lose. We just need draw from them.
Let me tell you, the formation that Nigeria played against South Africa in AFCON, something has changed. There was
uh,
something that changed during the match, and South Africa could not handle it.
mm-hmm.
Nigeria played 95% of that thing that they could not handle in that game. The two fullbacks South Africa could not handle,
Mm-hmm.
Aina and Osai, playing from fullback. Go and watch that goal that was disallowed. They struggled against Osai Samuel
Mm-hmm.
big time.
Yeah.
And this time we are not playing a defensive formation for them to be launching long balls.
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria will attack them
Mm-hmm.
like bees. Remind me who likes to attack like bees.
Mm-mm.
Shirley.
There's also before I go to Azuko, because he made one comment and I want to actually address that.
Hmm?
The South African team, is kudos to them, but I just think that team too, there are some players that are very important in that team that are facing out slightly. For example, now there was like I know that Koliso Mudau is like around 30. I know that the guy called the guy that plays left back. He was not there now in this window because I think he had family issue. He played for Sundance too. I forgot his name. I remember now. Is it Mudau? No, not Koliso Mudau was there. I know him. He plays this thing, but for me, there's still a lot of work to do. And even Ugo Bruce is even thinking that if they have 6 points from this window, if they even lose to South, if they lose to Nigeria, it will not be enough. That's what he said. That's what he's trying to. If you go and check his
The
interview,
game again, yeah, it's very crucial.
it's
Nigeria
very
versus South Africa.
so. Let me just
That's true. If they win
Oladipo,
all their match except Nigeria, they will still
yeah,
qualify.
to qualify. I just want to like say some things to you. You know that they said Benin probably if they win, they will go be on 11 points. And you know
Yes.
what happened in September? They have 2 home games. They have home game against Zimbabwe. They have home game against what? Against Lesotho. So if they win those 2 home games with the 11 points they have, they will be on 17 points. They will have a chance too to qualify for the World Cup.
Okay, I will
That is
explain to
why
you. I
that's
will
that
explain
is
to
why
you.
Benin Republic will be
I
very
will explain to you. I
motivated.
will explain to
Yeah.
you. See, if Benin wins that game,
Mm-hmm.
if they win South Africa and they are on 11 points, we too we win our game. We are on 9 points. They are
Nine
only
points.
ahead of us with 2 points. All we
Mm-hmm.
just need to do is win our own game. We are
Yeah.
already ahead
Exactly.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
Any result? See, Benin Republic has already shot themselves in the leg by drawing the last game.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about Benin
I better
again. I'm not
Yes.
bothered about them again. I'm only bothered about South Africa. So South Africa is ahead of us with 4 points. This is just a simple arithmetic. If they are ahead of us with 4 points, so we just need to. They just need to lose. The point they are going to lose now by drawing one game is 2 point.
Two
They are going
points.
to is 2 points, and they are ahead of us with 5 points. That
Mm-hmm.
means if we win our game, or if we win all our games, we are going to be leading them with 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just they just need to draw one game.
And if you look at Genetro too, he was thinking that if they are having 5 games left, 3 wins should take him to playoff.
If he's going
You
to
know,
play off,
you
he's
know,
not.
he was looking at this going because the way I'm seeing this playoff now, it's like you must be able to have 18 points.
Yes.
Mm.
You must have 18 points
You
to
must have
either qualify or be in the playoff.
to guarantee yourself in this playoff. Henry, I know that you are a South
With
African,
you.
you are a South African, and
you,
I will call you because
you
I will
want
not
to you want to prove soccer expert to me. I greet everybody.
yeah, how,
For me, I
sorry, let
would
me ask you the first question.
okay.
You know, I was about to send you a voice note because when I saw the press conference of the Lesotho coach against oh
Mhm.
my days, it was like a friendly game. It was South Africa players. No, thank you. South Africa. It was like you said it before that they would not play anything
Yeah,
against Africa.
but but South Africa actually the game was first of all Lesotho wanted. I don't know why they did not sit back. They came out to play. If you watch the game between South
Yeah.
Africa and Lesotho, which I don't know, maybe they were also considering the idea of going to the World Cup too. But I thought they should have just do like Eswatini against Cameroon, sit
Mhm,
back and just soak up pressure, but he didn't. So they consider the South Africa played well. Looked like South Africa was well drilled. South Africa has a very good midfield,
mhm.
but their finishing is not too good.
Yeah.
So I think the game will surprise me from Lesotho's point of view. For another thing is that why I am very skeptical of going through the playoff is just because in the playoffs might have potentially Mali or Ghana and
Mm,
Congo or Senegal.
Senegal could
So
be there.
yeah, so the playoff is very dicey. I think we should try to win this group, and we can really. We just need Benin Republic to do us a very good favor on Tuesday, which is not easy. You
mhm.
understand? The South Africa team I saw, they've gotten a lot more better. You understand? So against Benin Republic, they beat them in South Africa.
2-1.
I don't
Was
know
it was
how the
a
match
very
is
close
going to
game.
be. Yeah, it was close. Benin scored first,
No,
but
no, no.
Benin has not been playing.
2 goals. South Africa scored 2 goals. They now score
Oh,
one.
okay, Benin scored. Okay, Benin has not been having good second halves too. I don't know.
Mhm,
They need to. They just need to try and win that match because now they have to win to qualify. So
mhm,
And
Benin,
then
yeah. So I think if Benin wins, it does us a very good favor because of the goals difference. You
mhm,
understand? Because South Africa has +3 and we have +1. You
mhm.
understand? So that. That is there too. But from the game on Friday, what I also noticed from Nigeria's game on Friday, the deployment of the tactics was good. Playing Chukwueze from the inside out, our wingers was coming from the inside out. They did a lot more running, like we said before. Understand? I think he replicated some of the things we did in the Afcon. The only thing he switched was the five at the back to four, and so that he give that extra man to the attack, which is you understand, and you have one extra midfielder or attacker. That's what I think. I think he did. You understand? I think Chukwueze and Moses Simon, they interpreted the formation pretty well, and they could one assist to Chukwueze, which is not bad. Whether you call it an assist or anything, you
You can
understand?
still call it an assist,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's an
Yeah,
assist.
yeah. So at least it's something to take away from the game. However, I think in the front end of our team, there was a lot of a few misplaced passes. I think if Lukman could also play more with the
The
team,
team.
yeah,
Okay.
make more direct. The passes should be precise and should be the right one. He had two chances. There was a time he was supposed to release Chukwueze,
Yeah.
and there was another time he was supposed to pass the ball too. So I think he should learn to do that. You understand? Chukwueze should also, Lukman should also know that they watch him a lot. If you
Mm-hmm.
notice the game against South Africa, the first leg we played, Mudau read all his dribbles. He
Mm-hmm.
probably watched him over. He knew that he was going to go to his left all the time. You understand? So he should learn to just do the basic, because
Mm-hmm.
I think in the game on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
we would have scored more goals if not for one or two passes he did not make. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But he did well. I'm not saying he didn't do well. It's just one of those things that come with playing and wanting to impress too. So you understand? So I think that was Osimhen's game, was a very, very good game. For this next match, I don't know if he will make any change apart from the ones that you said.
Mm-hmm.
There is the option of Aribo too. That
Mm-hmm.
can also play from the inside out, and that likes
Yeah.
late runs into the box. So maybe can even interpret it better than Chukwueze. You
Yeah.
understand? There's
Mm-hmm.
that option too. You understand? There is if he decides to sit back, you
Mm-hmm.
can play a double pivot, make it 4-2-2-2. So
Mm-hmm.
that's also a good option too. But
Yeah.
overall, I thought the game on Friday was very, very good. It was very good. But
For Henry
for the
Henry to
one,
say the game is very good, guys,
mm,
take it to the bank because you are you take it,
yeah,
you
yeah,
check it, details. Well done, thank you.
yeah, the game was very good. It was very good. Deployed it very well. Rwanda, it's a very stubborn team. They can
It's a
run.
very strong team.
Very stubborn team, and I heard that place is very hot too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they can run very well. And for home-based players, the Rwanda is a very. I don't think they're a pushover. You understand? No team in Africa is a pushover now. The amount of running you need to even beat small teams now is so much. Look at Cameroon versus Eswatini. They were not quick. The movement of the ball was not quick in the front half, and they could not score.
Mm-hmm.
Eswatini is a very small team, right?
You said that. What about Guinea against Somalia?
Yes. Ah,
How,
man,
How
that
about,
one was
how
another
about
game.
Senegal and Sudan?
Sudan?
Senegal and Sudan.
So,
So Sudan, I want Senegal to qualify for the World Cup because we
no,
need
no, Sudan, no, no.
that Sudan is not going to do anything at the World Cup.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
sorry, RD, thank you, my biggest gift last. Thank you again, and also what Charles wanna thank you for that. But he asked me a question. Let me just add that question quick. He asked me like, why didn't NFF take ONC to get a new coach after that poor result between Lesotho and Zimbabwe? I think,
Politics.
yeah, I think they got Finidi the judge. It was
No,
Politics.
no, no.
yeah,
After the poor result versus Lesotho and Zimbabwe, they
yeah.
allowed the Pesero to go to the AFCON.
AFCON, yes. The person goes to AFCON.
Those
Then
two
after
games that Lesotho might bite us. Zimbabwe too. That game, I don't think I've said it before. that with all the difficulty we faced with the travel, why did we play the game? Well, it's okay. I don't want to say anything.
But for me, say that that is game I actually would bite us. But
Yeah.
I can tell you, say there's one game that will take us to this World Cup. That's a loss against Benin Republic. See, to see that
Yes.
loss,
Yeah.
to see that loss did not
Yes.
happen. These guys will not be. It will go be the same old story again. You will see that
Mm-hmm.
game against Rwanda will not won again because I have to be honest with you. So I will say it here now because they have to brief the authority what even happened in Kigali. Because the who and who are now interested, and I see the type of free hand they are giving Chel was similar to Westeros free hand. For him to say no visitors, for him to say that, our guy was in Rwanda and they asked him to move his hotel because it was close to the players. Say they were playing, they want to change his room. That is what we want. Nobody's giving you content now. Why? Because what? Nobody have access to those players now. So I like it, and I like that the way that they actually were cooperating with this man just to deliver this ticket. But before I go to Adipo, I know that you want to say something. In the playoff zone, let me just tell you how weird it is now currently. In Group 1, Burkina Faso got 8 points in their second position. In Group 2, Congo DR got 10 points, they're in second position. In Group C, Benin Republic 8 points, second position. In Group D, Cameroon 9 points, second position. In Group E, Niger, now there will be no second place best team here. Niger 6 points, they're second position. I don't think they will get second best position here.
Yeah, that's Egypt's group. Yeah.
That's Group. Egypt is already in the World Cup. For Group F, very difficult. Gabon 15 points first. Gabon is almost going to the World Cup.
But Ivory
Gabon
Coast
will
haven't played. Ivory Coast is playing
Ivory
tomorrow.
Coast have not played. So if Ivory Coast plays tomorrow, I think they're going to win tomorrow against Gambia at home. So
Yeah.
if they win tomorrow, they go on 16. But that group, for them to be having 15 points now, there's the second best place team in this group.
Definitely.
Yes, there's a
Definitely.
second best from that group, and there's a second best from our group. But
Well, so
who is it going to be?
let me go. Group G. 2 teams are tied on 12 points, Algeria and Mozambique. 12-12. 12-12.
And they are playing each other. They are playing each other
They are
tomorrow
playing
too.
each other.
Or
Yes.
on Tuesday.
Tunisia, 13 points, Namibia 11. But one funny thing in this group is this. FIFA already said that Isue is eligible to play for Equatorial Guinea. So the 6 points they took from them
will go back.
We go back. So if they take it back, they will go to 12 points. So so it's going to be Tunisia 13, Equatorial Guinea 12.
Mm-hmm.
Then they will now take away 3 points from Namibia because they gave that 3 points from Equatorial Guinea, they give Namibia. So Namibia will now be on 8, and which one again? And Liberia will be on what? On 4. So in Group I, Ghana 12 points, Madagascar 10 points, and they play each other tomorrow. So you can see that averagely, second place team is having what? 10 points. It's only Niger group and our group and Egypt and the first group. Who's the first group? And Egypt group, our group, and Morocco group. They are the people that are not having 8 points a second. So for me, I agree with any area of this matter that we should qualify straight.
Yeah, we should try.
We have already dug ourselves a hole, and the interesting thing with our group, I think it's a bad idea to be hopeful on what the other teams will do for us. I think Nigeria has the biggest control to change the direction of this group by winning out their whole games. Because if this Benin Republic beats South Africa will be desperate. and they will be prone to mistakes against Nigeria.
Yeah,
And Nigeria should go in for the jugular.
yeah.
If Nigeria beats South Africa, don't be
So
surprised.
the question I have
Don't
for
be
you,
surprised Rwanda will go there also and beat them because they are exposed.
So yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you
Something
think the game will swing on Tuesday between South Africa and Benin Republic?
because
Benin and South Africa.
I when I looked at it, I know that Doku went out injured because I'm in this group with the Republic people. They kept on because they said you know that permutation. They said that if Zimbabwe can just beat Nigeria and they will beat South Africa, see they will be clear on top of that group. Somebody was just one answer in the comments that be dreaming. be dreaming. But the issue, what I was saying was that they should have beat Zimbabwe and draw against Africa. Now they're now desperate to go and beat South Africa on Tuesday. He said, hope that one will not be against them. But they were saying that if they can draw against Africa, he said Nigeria will beat Africa for them. When they can draw, that's what they said. When they can draw, he said there's going to be they will be on 9 points, South Africa will be on 11 points. That South Africa will still host Nigeria in September. So for me, that game in Johannesburg will be winner takes it all. The way I'm looking at it.
Yes.
There's one good thing too is this: the PSL will be on break then. The PSL will be on break then. A majority of South African players plays the PSL.
But for World Cup qualification, he knows that his team, he will most likely assemble them and keep them in camp, training the entire time.
When you are playing, they will just be coming back from the World Club Cup. They go half time. For me, I just think that if Eric Shiel get everything right, because he wanted to play against Zambia, Zambia in this June window, because he thinks that Angola or Zambia can give him an idea of what to expect. Because don't forget, we play Rwanda first in September. Then straight away, the player from here will carry them to Johannesburg to go and play South Africa. So he wants to play Angola or Zambia.
I agree with that. There's no need to play Russia. In
exactly. That game will not happen. That game will not happen.
Is it not already on the calendar? I think it's already on the calendar already. If you look at Super Eagles games, there's the Russia game. It's not just go.
No, they've not confirmed that because Russia, Zambia also want to go and play Russia again. Russia are begging me to play them now. But I just think that they should listen to this guy. Ghana is not the best because Ghana is pushing to play Nigeria Ghana is not the best. I think the Angola, Zambia will work. And I know that if we can even go and play in Lusaka, that would be better.
That would be better. Yeah.
Yes, that would be better. That would be better if you can go and play in Lusaka, and that was going to be better. So for me, I think they should just give him that. Okay, this is what he needs because, in all honesty, they said that I know he met a player before this game, and the player said that what he observed about him was that because he was so into details of everything, but everything he was showed was PowerPoint. He gave them individually before the game against Rwanda. He spoke to Chukwueze, Osimhen, Lukman, Simon for minutes. That's why you know that they're going to win that game. He wanted them to understand that thing and he said that they watched so many videos of individual players, what you are doing wrong, what you are meant to do to correct it. So if you could pile all those pressure on Rwanda, go kill them now. That's what I know that. And he did something that day. He managed the game well. He didn't go for this flamboyant style of, when he got to sit back, he absorbed them, he just managed it. This is like a must win. If we don't win that game against Rwanda, we'll be talking like this again.
It will be over.
We won't be talking like this again. So for me, I think he got his spot on. Now, he said that he can now stamp his authority more on the team in September. Now that he knows what they can do, he will get in some players to play the friendly game in June and see who can perform and come.
Exactly. That friendly game in June is very
He
crucial
wanted
if
all
we
those
are
friendly
to qualify.
friendly games in June. So if
Mhm.
they can play those ones before those guys do some holidays, then he will now look for who to invite. Don't forget, players will move club in September. Some players might move club. Don't forget that Victor Osimhen was not even fit when he came for that Benin Republic game. So
Mhm.
he also aware of that, and I know that it can actually work. He's thinking. He's thinking. That's why I like. He's thinking. He's communicating. He's calling. A goalkeeper was not called up, but the goalkeeper coach called him, explained why they sent him invitation. He wasn't called up, and tell him that we have you in our plan. So because of this and this and that. No, I like that.
Mhm.
I like that. So it wasn't even Eric that called him. It was Pandova, sorry, the coach that called him. And I like something in that game too. Goalkeeper coach was coaching Nwabali in that game. He was coaching Nwabali in that game, just directing him. He's doing his own beat. Are you getting me? He's doing his own
Yeah.
beat, what he planned, what he meant to do, things like that. So everybody is on their ears. You can see that it was kept on taking instruction from his assistants. That guy from just kept on calling him, telling him. Oh. So for me, I like the energy. Let him just win this game, and from there, and you can be able to actually
Plan
plan.
for the
Yes.
next games.
Yes, yes. And I wish them well. I wish them all the best.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of room for growth. What we saw that day was really good. You see, was better. You understand? And there's a reason. When I say young coach, sometimes you need the flair of a young coach at that discipline. Sometimes, and that's what is good. You understand? I wasn't. After Posero left, I wasn't a big fan of him on some places, but you could see that this guy is building from somewhere, which is good. Rochelle is building from somewhere, but we just want the luck. We now need that Benin Republic at the South Africa game. Yes, we need Benin Republic to turn up more than ever.
And we need
I
to
don't know. Yeah,
turn up on our end. And when I
yeah.
mean turn up, it is time to send a statement. When
Mm-hmm.
I mean a statement, if you are beating Zimbabwe,
Mm-hmm.
beat them
Mm-hmm.
4-0 and up,
Mm-hmm.
because this might come down to goal difference.
Okay, yeah. I think Emmanuel, can you
Yeah,
hear
good
me now?
evening, boss.
Okay, just hold
Good
on a second.
evening.
I'm calling from Ghana. So let me just say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this podcast quickly. We need our
Nigeria and Ghana, we have the same problem. So it's not anything different. It's not
yeah,
anything different.
yeah.
Yes,
So
but all the same, I think
Emmanuel,
you have
please
a good,
Emmanuel,
you
just
have a
hold on.
quality, you have a
Emmanuel,
quality players. Yeah,
Emmanuel,
hello,
please hold your
hello.
thought. Just hold your thought. Hold your thought. Let me just read this comment. Is that we need our strongest we need our strongest African team in the World Cup, to actually make a statement. And these are
Yeah,
Nigeria, Morocco, Algeria, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Cameroon, Tunisia, Egypt, Senegal, potentially Mali. So I think they agree with Henry that all these Sudan, they will not do anything at the World Cup.
They are not doing anything. They are not doing anything. Tunisia is not going to do anything at the World Cup too.
Tunisia is
Tunisia, I
not
don't know.
Nigeria.
Tunisia, they are experts in qualifying.
But
That's one
yes,
thing.
yes, yes, yes.
They are experts, and I pray Equatorial Guinea will give them a run for their money. I wish South Africa was in that group. South Africa would have
If they are
qualified.
in the same
Yeah,
group with Equatorial Guinea, don't be
yeah.
surprised if Equatorial Guinea picks them for that position.
but if it was Tunisia that is traveling to Benin Republic to go and play Benin, for me, I'll be scared because Tunisia, they are very good at playing on West African soil. They know exactly how to get results. That's
Yeah,
it.
they know
For
how to
me, I
get
just
results.
I went to go and check some South African away game. I saw the game again. They played against South Sudan in the AFCON qualifier. I saw the game against. I was like, there's teams can really hurt these guys. 3-2, yeah, 3-2. But when I saw the game, I realized that they can hurt them. They can hurt them. But the issue is that the one thing I've observed about them, and I know that all of you will agree with me, they tend to shrink when there's high hopes on them. That is the problem. Well, when you underrate them, they tend to push. But when there's high hopes of them, they tend to assure them. So, but they have this young player now currently now. He plays for Pirates. It's even Fenga.
Yeah,
Very, very
it's
good.
called the first goal. Yeah,
Yes, it's called the first goal. They have been
they
rating
are
him highly now.
they are praising the guy as if the guy is the natural. South Africa is like their football industry is so isolated out of
Yeah,
this world. Yeah,
yeah, they're really this thing. So,
yeah.
Oladipo, you want to say anything before, I know that Emmanuel, can you
Yeah.
hear? I don't know what's wrong with Emmanuel. Though. Let me just hear from you. Why
Yeah.
go
I
for?
can hear you.
Yeah. Quick one.
Okay, yeah, that's what, yeah.
Yeah, quick one. First off, I think this our group is a bit dicey because the only there are only three people we can be expecting, say, results from them, because they are the ones that are motivated. For instance, Rwanda and Benin Republic. But the rest of Lesotho and Zimbabwe, they don't have anything playing for after Nigeria wins them. So there's nothing that will motivate them to get a good result moving forward after this window. So we should just try and do our own part. That's one. Then secondly, I feel like this our current team, should we qualify for this World Cup, we are going to, I mean, respectfully to our great legends that have done good in '94, and that we are going to surpass that record.
Yeah, I think so too.
We are going to
I
surpass that
believe
record,
so.
and at last, we are now going to rest from seeing them in the news every day. We are going to rest, and I see them doing that. I just see these guys motivated. They have this inner motivation coming from within, and they are not showing it to the media, but
Hmm.
there's some sort of motivation inside of them. And I won't be surprised if they win the next AFCON, to be honest. But I see
Yeah.
them achieving something because they know they are condemned to not achieve anything. They know,
Hmm.
and that's
Yeah.
the main motivation for them. So,
I, I,
yeah,
I agree with you. This thing that at least we go rest if these guys actually would go ahead and achieve something. Emmanuel,
yeah,
let me
and it's
get
my prayer.
it's my prayer
Yeah,
too.
uh,
So
yeah.
before you
I think
Emmanuel, hold on.
I think
Please, guys, please, guys, like the video. More than 200 people watching, only 92 likes. Like the video, guys. Emmanuel, let me hear from you before we wrap it up.
Yeah, I think Nigeria having a good players, as you said, and then even I watched your game against Rwanda. It was a nice game. Look at the quality of players they played that day. As example, like Osimhen, fantastic player. So that you cannot go to this World Cup without Victor Osimhen and then the like of Lukman and then Ndidi in the midfield. Ndidi for me for almost about best 6 years in England. I think he's one of the best holding midfielders in England for the past 6 years. Although for the past 2 years that maybe you can't see him well, but indeed for me was superb. Leicester City and everything. He was underrated if you compare him to other midfielders in England. But all the same, we have a good team, and then you cannot go to World Cup with that Osimhen and then Lukman and then other players around the team. One thing is that the Nigerians should or the players should make sure they fight for the country, make sure they go to World Cup. Because if you watch all the countries in Ghana, in Africa here, you go to Egypt, you have Mahmoud, you have Mohamed Salah. After those players, the next player maybe you call, or the first player you mention a name is Victor Osimhen, and the whole Europe, most of the European countries, if Osimhen is there, he will start for all the countries in Europe now. So why and how possible we go to World Cup with that Osimhen? So the players and the coach and the technical staff should make sure they work hand to hand together, make sure they fight for the country, especially their game against Zimbabwe. So if Nigeria win against Zimbabwe, they'll get 9 points. That 9 points will give them a little chance because Benin is a stubborn side. Benin is a stubborn side. Benin is very, very stubborn side. They're very, very stubborn side. So I think this game against Zimbabwe is a game they have to fight for the 90 minutes, make sure they win this game for the country. If they win this game, it will become 50-50. between South Africa and Nigeria. For South Africa also having a games they will play against Benin, and there is not a easy game. May I think Benin will pick a point from there against South Africa. I think Benin will pick a point from there. So if Nigeria try or fight well and win that game, I think it will be massive, because you should not forget Nigeria will go to South Africa. Nigeria will go to South Africa on the second leg, and then it will be a big blow, because that time it will be left only about 2 games for the rest of the table. And so if you win this game, and then South Africa drew against or draw against Benin, it will give you another chance for you to go to the World Cup, because we Ghanaian, after I watch Ghana game, I try to watch Nigeria game, because I can't sit there and without watching Nigeria game. I've been monitoring Nigeria game very, very, very well. So I think we have to pray, and then the technical staff and those people should make sure Nigeria, because you cannot go to Africa. Africa will not go to World Cup without Osimhen. Even if the whole Africa we come together to assemble one team to go to World Cup, we cannot go without Osimhen. Fantastic player. Look at the goal he scored. Mature, intelligent. The way he plays the ball, the body language and everything shows Victor Osimhen want to go to World Cup. One thing is that in Africa here, most of the players, the big players during the World Cup qualify, they play all their hearts. But during the AFCON, those things you see they don't use, especially Ghana here. You see Kudus will tell you, I'm not feeling well. The next day, you see Kudus play for West Ham. You see some players in Ghana here. The same thing. That Lakadesika and those things happen to Ghana. Now look at the way Asamoah and then the old players, they are come together. Yesterday, Asamoah joined our team, joined the Ghanaian team to Madagascar. Even in Ghana here, Asamoah was part of the FA when he went to meet Inaki Williams. He went to meet Jordan Ayew one-on-one, because there was an issue on captaincy, who were the captain, and then number 10 jersey. The Ayew is not there, who is going to wear the number 10 jersey. Initially, it was Kudus supposed to wear the number 10 jersey, and then a whole lot of things. Kudus was the armband, a whole lot of things.
So let me just ask you one question, Emmanuel, because I know you are talking to that direction before we are about to wrap it up. Let me ask you, I want to take their final comments too. I want to ask you this question. Is Ghana problem spiritual? Why is everybody running away from it? I'm coming. Why is everybody running away from the Why are people running away from Captain Armband? Who wore the Captain Armband? Why are people running away from it? And secondly, Benjamin Ansari that kept against
Chad,
yeah.
If that was C shot for Madagascar, see, I'm not sure of Ansari, but at least he tries, but it was not comfortable. You know that.
Yeah. Okay. Can I talk?
What is the problem
with
that number 10 jersey? What is the issue with that number 10 jersey?
For number 10 jersey started for a long time. Abedi Pele and then Sika Kuno factor. It also came in for a long time about the captains for the number 10 jersey, and initially came to Steven Appiah, who took us to the first World Cup, that 2006, and then after that, Steven Appiah, then that number 10 came to the DIU, and then there was a game in AFCON. Then that day, the DIU was not there, so that is Kojo Asamoah supposed to start the boy number 10. It also a talking point in Ghana here, but to me, I don't believe. I don't think it's the spiritual. I think for the previous players, those who wear the number 10 jersey, they play well. So I think they see that if you wear number 10 JC, there is a huge assignment or a huge work on you. You have to do. And then for Ghana number 10 JC, if you don't have the listen, the leadership quality, if you're not hard, you can't wear number 10 JC. I don't know where they took our forefathers, they used that number 10 JC for. If your heart is not good and maybe you are not strong enough in spiritually, you can't wear number 10 JC in Ghana here. You can't.
You mentioned spiritually just now.
That's maybe you how you that's what you say it. But in number 10 JC, you can't wear it. If you wear it, crampona, you can't play in football. You wear it, you can't play unless some people, some hard guys, hard like example like Stephen Apple wear it and play well. They dare you wear it and play well. But if you give it to other players, they can't wear it. Then they will start playing foolish and then not playing well in the distance. So you can take it as it's a spiritual, but to me, it's not. I don't see it as a spiritual. You have to psych yourself for before you can wear number 10 JC. And then let me come to Asari issue. The Asari issue is that to me, and I will be surprised if Otoadu put Asari in post. Let me tell you something. This is a World Cup qualifier. We need an experienced player. Asari is a good goalkeeper for House of Folk. For instance, taking a 13 clean sheets in 22 games you are playing in Ghana League. One thing is that they gave him that chance to be imposed against our last game, Chad, because they want the supporters of House of Folk. It's in Accra here, and then House of Folk, the guy is Ega in Accra here. There's a tribe you call Ega. He's Ega, rare Ega and crime. So they think if they give the guy chance, the supporters will come. And then even during the training session, that was from Monday coming, you see a lot of supporters came there with the pictures and with the banners of Benjamin Asari. So they think if they give the guy chance, it will motivate him, and then it will bring the supporters in the stadium. And then look at the players we play. I think about 2-3 players will be changed against Madagascar, because you cannot go to Madagascar and play one holding midfielder. That's Thomas Partey. No, because if you play that game, Madagascar will punish you. You have to play double pivot, 4-2-3-1 formation, and make sure you defend and attacking well. So definitely, I think Asari will not be imposed against Madagascar. Asari will not be imposed against Madagascar.
Okay, thank you, man. Well, I have to wrap it up now. Thanks for this fast pay. I will go to them, Rand. So thank you, Charles, again. As a personal world record in England, I don't know, maybe you know about that, but I think he did well. During Brendan Rodgers. But let me just go to Henry before we wrap it up. You mentioned Madagascar just now. I've been hearing that French are now changing to Madagascar. So I realized that they are having different nationality change now coming to Madagascar, Portuguese and so on. Yeah. Do you think that if they beat Ghana on Monday, they can go to the World Cup? Do you think so?
No.
No. Okay. I want to answer.
That group is it will be a very, very tight one. I don't think Madagascar will beat Ghana. I think Ghana has had the right resurgence. That 5-0 victory is a good motivation for them. I still think Mali is gonna still push to the last minute for that in that group. And there is Comoros too. I don't think Madagascar would beat all these teams, but Africans from other nationalities, Europe switching, is because they see an opportunity with African football. Ever since the Nations Cup switched to 24 teams, a lot of these teams has been improving. And now with this, with the CAF leadership that has prioritized some kind of teams, and they want those smaller teams to kind of match up, it's going to be a lot more difficult to be winning games in Africa now. Comoros, Madagascar, these teams are difficult to play. Since they beat us 2-0, They are just they've been growing in confidence.
Yeah.
They think they can do everything.
Madagascar, Angola, Cape
Yeah,
Verde. Cape
they
Verde
are
too are
very
top.
tough teams. So very
Cape,
tough teams to play.
Cape Verde
Yeah.
are top of what qualifier group. So anyway, let me go to then also you were so impressed with what he did. I know that you are confident about the ability of Eric Chill, but I would just want to advise him. What will you tell him to do differently on Tuesday as we are wrapping up today's program? What will you tell him?
I think Zimbabwe will be planning for the same lineup that he started.
Well, I want to ask you. Do you think that Zimbabwe might be trying to do South Africa a favor by sitting back?
No, Zimbabwe has to win. So did you talk to me or not?
No,
I think Zimbabwe
problem, no?
Zimbabwe will be happy to go home with a point. And Eric Shirley should very much advise the guys to finish that game in the first half. If Nigeria is leading them 2-3-0 by first half, it is sealed. And that is how that game should be executed. Attack, attack, attack. They will be happy to go home with a point. I wouldn't be surprised them packing the bus. So that is the advantage of having guys that can run with the ball against team like that is packing the balls.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask some questions. So, what do you think he should do differently if you have to sit down? I know that you watch the game very well. I don't know if you have watched the game, but I know that you don't watch them very well. So, what will you tell him to do differently?
Well, nothing major. Just tweak the midfield a little bit, and then we should be good to go. So, my final contribution is to all the fans watching, especially for the old Nigerian fans. I'll sing a song for them. Hello, Nigerians, no tension. We are winning by the grace of God. Oh, we are, oh, we are, oh, we are. Eh. Shower, 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 shower. Thank you very much.
So,
Smith, like, can I add to what he said?
Yeah.
Sorry. So sorry. I don't want to take your time, but contrary to what Dinoso thinks, I think Zimbabwe needs to win to stay in the World Cup. If they don't win, they are out of the World Cup. So they need a win. And obviously, they need that run of victory in the future, but they need a win from Nigeria. Then they win their next so that they will be in the World Cup because they can get a potential 20 points if they win all the rest of the games.
I'm just keeping something for you. You know, when I listen to the players' interview and the coach interview, they have given up.
They've given up. Oh, I haven't listened. Okay.
Yeah, they've given up because the player just was saying that we're going to AFCON. We don't even talking about World Cup again.
Okay. So if they've given up, because if they win 3 points and the next 4 games, 5 games. Oh, this is the next 5 games, 3 times 5.
They can't go anywhere.
They'll get 15 plus 5, 20, 3 points.
Game. And not think about what other.
So if they focus on winning the rest of their game, they will have about potential 20 points or something.
Yeah.
19 points.
Winning the rest of the remaining games.
Sorry. I'm also wrapping up about this. He made this comment twice. I didn't pick it up, but I'm repeating it the second time. He's my friend from South Africa. So that he should let Zimbabwe have the ball. Let them be from the back. They are full of mistakes. You can punish them. But if you let them sit deep, you will struggle. So do you think that if we give them the ball, would they want to have it?
Yes. Let them have the ball. Remember, that's how Hyena just scored in the first leg. Hyena just scored from a mistake from Zimbabwe defender. Zimbabwe can shoot. from the end, from back. You need to know that too. They need to be very wary. Zimbabwe can shoot from anywhere, but Zimbabwe they are not good on the ball from the back. Their defense is their biggest problem. So if you press them high, you would definitely force them to make mistakes. I don't know if they are deceiving us by saying they don't want to come and play, but if they decide not to sit
Mind
deep and
games.
press, if they decide to come and play and try for victory, we will beat them silly. But if they just want to sit deep, that means we need to try to end that game in the first half, like also said. You understand? Try as much as possible to force them to make mistakes. And that's where Lukman and whoever is very critical. Don't make those final passes, please. They should not be, don't play with it. Once Lukman is with the ball, many passes in the last game, he was just playing it anyhow, like somewhere else. He needs to try
That,
and make the
that
final
game was
pass.
a much high pressure game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think he will make the same type of plays in subsequent games.
Yeah, but I will say something with due respect. When I saw the team that South Africa played, Lesotho team, I was like, oh my God. They were playing for Custom FC, Police FC. In fact, I think our NNL team will even beat them. They were playing for.
South Africa could not score in the first half of this.
Yes,
In the second half.
So for me, I don't think that the Stowe did not do themselves any good, because if they got a draw, they'll be on 6 points. I don't know why they're going for a win. Maybe they are thinking that they can top the group.
Exactly. That's what they thought. They would have just sit back. That's why I don't know what they did. They wanted to win. South Africa, I don't know. Yeah.
Because if they win, they will be on top of the group now.
Yes, I think that's what was in the coach mind. But they would have sat back, kicked the draw, and tried to play Rwanda and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah. But that's where I smell something. Something is up. You understand?
You smell something.
Yeah. Of course, Lesotho, it's inside South Africa now. What do you expect? The game. When I watched the game, I was like, "Why was
Just
Lesotho?"
focus on winning out the rest of their games. Do I think with the South Africa being a CAF president, there's going to be a lot of politics?
They are not even
in
supposed
this?
to draw us together. Draw them, put them in same group with South Africa. To be very honest.
Yes, because because Lesotho, South Africa. Imagine them now adding South Africa, Lesotho,
Zimbabwe,
Zimbabwe,
and Rwanda.
And Rwanda.
They know what they are doing.
Zimbabwe and Rwanda, South Africa, and this thing and Zimbabwe. You can hardly separate them.
You can hardly. Let's even accept Zimbabwe, South Africa. There's still a bit of rivalry, but Lesotho, don't worry, is 3 points for South Africa.
And they did not approve. Not the same. We went to go and play that when we went to go and beat them 4-2 in the Afro Qualifier. If you remember, under getting a draw.
Yes,
it's not working out again. So all their games are in South Africa.
Can you imagine?
So we're just hoping that
there's something to it.
Yes, because if not, Zimbabwe is fixing their stadium now. I'm pretty sure that all the home games too is going to South Africa.
Yes, now.
I was listening to the sport minister of Zimbabwe say that they want to go and play in England. Who is it deceiving? Say they want to go in England, but
who wants to go and play in England?
Just joking. She was just joking. Nah, white woman be that person though. So before we go, because I know that times are very fast. Somebody asked Nigeria and Benin Republic. I don't think we have that relationship.
No. We don't have that relationship.
One thing that all of us must agree here is that we cannot qualify before the last game. Do you think so? It's not. I don't think it's possible.
No. If Benin wins, it's going to be down to Nigeria versus Benin's game. If it's a draw, it's going to be down to South Africa versus Nigeria.
But the draw said something in his press conference that the return game in Uyo will be decided between Nigeria and Benin.
That's if he does the job tomorrow on Tuesday.
He believes that he does the job.
Okay, let's see. Let him do that
I'm
job
honestly
first.
confident with Roa doing something that will favor Nigeria against South Africa. He wouldn't want to have 1 point from 2 games. He's not that kind of a coach.
Lesotho should just withdraw from this qualifier, honestly, because I don't think they are playing anything. I don't think they are playing anything again.
But they draw against now Nigeria.
They are
They draw
just here
against
to
us.
frustrate.
So say,
See, they are going
and
to
how
they are
we
going to
play them,
sit back against Nigeria.
therefore no.
They are going to. They were happy to sit back against Nigeria. They were happy to take a
He
draw. Why
sat
can't they take
back.
a draw against South Africa?
But know that that Nigerian game, we just beat Sao Tome and Principe. I think the boys took it for granted slightly because we just beat Sao Tome. We were thinking that there's no go be like Sao Tome. No, Sao Tome is a poor team. It's a very poor team. Why can't they give us Sao Tome instead of Lesotho? In that group. So
And besides, these teams, those teams that was ranked after 100, they should have played the playoff first.
yes,
Because this one that they let them to play 6 in a group, I just don't. They would have played the playoff and eliminated many of them. How will Sao Tome be playing in this team? That even we can beat Sao Tome.
I think we are just deceiving ourselves in Africa.
Look
Some countries are not up to par yet.
They have played 5 games. They have lost all 5.
Yeah, have you seen the goalkeeper of Seychelles? The goalkeeper of Seychelles is like the football itself. Even Botswana, I decided Botswana's goalkeeper have lost weight though. That's good.
No. So some of these teams, Eritrea, they withdrew their game.
They withdrew because they said they would run away.
All these Djibouti, they're just counting scores. Honestly, it's like free 3 points. All these Djibouti, I don't know what they are doing in this qualifier.
Djibouti, man, that's the Horn of Africa. I don't know what they are doing there at all.
Look at Chad. Chad has played 5 games. They have possessed 14 goals.
Can you imagine? And the problem is this: what happened is because the CAF that wanted to do that regional World Cup qualifier that led to this problem, because they would have played a playoff first, and eliminated most of these teams first, all of them. But you can't complain, Sha. You have to play what's in front of you. We should be beating Lesotho.
Somalia, that you show you qualifier. They went to go and draw Guinea in Ivory Coast.
They draw, yes.
It's not, I saw Seychelles. Eritrea said that they don't have money to prosecute all these World Cup qualifiers, so they withdrew.
Eritrea, is that what they say?
Countries will go to World Cup and say miss out from first stage is because we always go through easy group stage qualifiers.
Yes.
Because if they do it the way my brother Aaron has said now, say all these small teams do some playoffs and the best out of the best will come and meet maybe the best 30 teams in Africa, then it will be very, very competitive.
Yeah, it's very, very competitive. But I just hope that at the end of the day, this thing will not lead to us having a very weak representative in the World Cup. That's I just hope
because that's Sudan. I don't want no. Sudan. The thought of having Sudan in the World Cup is a pain.
Yeah, it's a pain.
If they don't do it, they will reduce it now, right?
If they don't do it, they will reduce it though. But for me, I think that we will be 10 in that World Cup. Because I think that the best second in Africa, we beat the Oceania this thing.
Even if they all play with one leg and one hand tied behind their back.
They will beat the Oceania because you go with Papua New Guinea. There's a team that.
But Sudan will not beat Oceania. Sudan will not beat. It's because they are sitting back and they are playing on AstroTurf. How would you play on Astro? Africa is letting that game against Senegal. It was AstroTurf. And you see, they are playing on the bad. They like it. Libya also decided to play on AstroTurf. Libya, they have a good pitch, but they will not play there. Because they will say they don't. They know that if they play there, teams will beat them.
So say, imagine Sudan versus Brazil.
This is 11-0.
They will make
Even Brazil will
Brazil
now
make
score. Brazil will come score
win
themselves, say just
they
to
will
pity
make
them.
teams have record win in World Cup.
Well, record win the World Cup. I just hope that we know we have a strong team to qualify. So let me just take a prediction. I only have like 10 seconds. So there's no prediction, just prediction quickly. What are you going to happen? Prediction.
I think it's going to be a 5-0.
The audacity. Okay.
Yes, okay.
I think it's going to be a 5-0 with Osimhen a hat trick or Lookman a hat trick and the other scoring a 2 and
Okay.
one from Brandon Person.
For me, see, I think Alicia will not want to take the 5-0. I think we just want to manage the game and get off these 3 points and maybe 2-3-0.
I think if we're leading 3-0, Eric Shelley will push them to very much go there and blast more because you don't want the permutations of goal difference to be the reason why you didn't make it.
Yes, I think it's going to be head-to-head first before goals difference also. Now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
And are we having good head-to-head now? Okay.
For example, now we have not played two teams. We've not played, all of them are just 1-1. So, for example, now we need to go and beat Lesotho to have a better head-to-head against them. We need to go and beat South Africa, have better head-to-head to them. The only one that can struggle with head-to-head is the Republic because we lost in Ivory Coast. So we need to beat them well here to have better head-to-head
without them scoring.
And I'm also hearing that based on the new development is that the whipping team in your group, they will take the results of you in case you call a playoff. The team that finished last, the results you have against them, they will take it.
That does not help us.
Why?
No, but it helps us because we've not. Who is the whooping team in our group? Is it Lesotho or Zimbabwe? We haven't gotten any result against them.
We played 1-1 with Lesotho
and Zimbabwe.
Sorry, like explain that part. I don't understand.
So you know that in group I'm coming. Let me just see. There was one that just came up. In group, 1 second. Let me just which group is it? In that Eritrea group, that is Group E. Eritrea withdrew from the qualifier series, so only 5 teams are competing in Group E. So because only 5 teams are competing in Group E, so the teams there can only play 8 games, not 10. So because it's going to be unfair for the second place team in that group, because if they are playing Eritrea, they have got 6 points of them. So because it's going to be unfair for those teams, they will now remove the whipping team results from your results. It's okay.
Then that's an advantage for us.
So
then
they will now calculate it. How many points do you have after removing the whipping team? So and another funny thing now is this. It's like Congo and Eritrea. Congo is under FIFA ban. They're not playing again. So they're in the same group with Eritrea too. So in that Morocco group, there are only 4 teams there playing. Morocco, Niger, Tanzania.
Morocco has qualified for World Cup.
So it's because OS they want to award 3 points to people that play against Congo. 3 points to them. But for me, I think because Eritrea withdrew, they will take results. So, for example, now another person that can ask you what affects is Sudan. If Sudan go and finish second, because they beat South Sudan 3-0, and South Sudan is the whipping team in that group. So you take the 3 points from Sudan. From there, so it's dicey. It's dicey. Okay, let's look at our group. If Zimbabwe finished last and South Africa played in the playoff, that 3 points we then get, that 3-1 victory, they will take it away from them. We'll take it away from them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because they already have the 3-1 victory over South Africa.
But Zimbabwe will beat Lesotho, Sha.
These people.
So Zimbabwe will not be the whooping team. It is the Lesotho. That is I don't see. All this would have been avoided if they've played the playoff first. Because I don't know why you would take Eritrea Eritrea that is in a political situation that they don't allow their team to play. Why would they be grouping them?
Look at Sekudi said that Rwanda will be the open team. Do you see Rwanda being the open team in that group?
Impossible.
Impossible. Yeah.
For me, I had my prediction. I'm going to just try and like maybe I can put it up quickly before I actually would go. So to see maybe I'm still on track. Just put it up quickly, guys. Just I want to put it up quickly. My prediction. I think I actually what I have it. I don't know. Maybe I have it. Yeah, but
that's a South African, huh?
yeah. But I
It's a
think
Jody Ramati.
yeah, Ramati. Yeah, it's African, and yeah, it's my. He said that I might be going to watch the game in when we play them later in the year. If it's a high stake game, I can just go and watch it to see, because I like that type of game when we not takes it off. But guys, thank you for joining, and I really actually appreciate you. We hope that when Nigeria
We didn't give our predictions, Smith Layo.
okay, sorry, sorry, I'm forgetting because I'm so in love with that prediction, so I forgot all that.
So 5-0, okay. For me, I think it will be like 2-1 or 3-1. It's gonna be a hard fought game. Yeah, I think we are not giving Zimbabwe enough respect. Zimbabwe is a quality team.
I think their midfield is very strong.
Yeah, midfield is good. They have foreign based players, so it's because of.
I'm even scared of this game more than the Rwanda game.
The Rwanda game is because of administrative issues. So that's why Zimbabwe are not fielding their best talents. But I think it's going to be 2-1. It's going to be a hard fought victory.
Yeah. I just that early goal will be very good. And also too, one thing I also like about this current team is that we are now trying to score from set pieces.
Yes,
exactly.
That is really making me, because it's fact. It's even good because of South Africa. Hey, they are set pieces. That is what I want in
I don't see Zimbabwe scoring also.
I saw the defender because it was Mvala and Kekena during AFCON, but they have a New Zealand defender now that is not really as tall as those guys. Look at Machar defends very well. So I'm really actually happy that we have this new what's it called? Set piece manager that's actually doing very, very good job, for them. So, it's good. Like than to I don't want to blast our former international. Your prediction.
Yeah, I see us say 2-3-0 without them scoring any goal. I feel like our defense is a little bit balanced. They are calm and know their job.
Okay, for me, I think I'm going to give my prediction on that Nigeria FC podcast, but let me just say my early prediction. I think it's going to be a 4-0 victory. I just think that
you said Nigeria FC podcast. It's going to be on the night now. We would have already played.
Oh, right. We're already done that. Okay.
Oh, see you.
So I'm going to go for like a 4-0 victory. For me, I looked at the wing backs of South African for Rwanda, for what's called Zimbabwe. The guy from Dynamo has not been playing football at all. It shows, except the coach will change him. He has not been playing. The guy is not fit. Jala is not fit at all. So for me, I wish they played against Nigeria first, so that we can show them, But the weakness is actually what is there, and I just think that's 4-0. I think that you said it also 3-0. Then the deputy will just come on and score the fourth goal. That his body is still very. I just think so. It's gonna be like this. We normally have this traditional win. Nigeria against Kenya, Nigeria against Zimbabwe, I told me Abuja, all these wins, like they I think just popped up, when this guy was there, Benjamin Wari, you remember that guy?
Of course,
Manchester City man.
He played for Portsmouth too.
So I just think
that
they popped up because those guys that were there, they were just enjoying Uyo. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at the coach. Because this place is so beautiful. Look at the pitch. Look at everywhere. See, we have not been there before, but we are going well. So, I think they just come and enjoy what is there. I think World Cup hopes is done. Yeah, For me, I think it's going to be 4-0 victory. I just hope that they
Okay.
can raise their game when they host Africa in October in their stadium, because there's some already there.
Yeah.
So
Nigeria
thank you
needs
guys.
to do better with their final passes on the top half of the pitch. Make sure
Yeah,
they are doing better there.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
know Osimhen will be motivated to score more in that game, and also Moses Simon and
yeah,
Lookman.
yeah,
Moses
yeah.
Simon, I'm very impressed with Moses Simon. That guy walks like
Work hard.
seriously. Very
Yeah.
well. His work rate is good.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for your time. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so much.
thank you. I really enjoy the conversation. Really, really.
Yes,
What I
sir.
won't call you for, you don't explain everything to me now. So there's no
Thank you so much, sir.
thank
Thanks.
you,
Thank
Thanks a
you,
lot.
bros. Thank you,
I really
thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you. Let me just thank you. So thank you, thank you. Thank you. So thank you guys for actually joining. I want to appreciate my gifters too for today. You know, as usual. KZ, thank you, thank you. Charles, thank you. RD, my man, thank you. Charles, thank you again. You know, Charles actually gave me about 4 times RD and also what KZ. I want to appreciate for your love. We are doing it for Nigeria. So at least if we can win this game, mind go rest small, that we have our local qualifiers back on track. Then we can continue to actually work hard for other games. So that is my take. I don't want us to, because people say that yeah, we might just lose it, but I just think that we still have it here, guys. We were like more than like 250 watching this video initially. I only have like 116 likes now. Before I leave this place now, guys, take it to 120. Take it to 120. If you don't like the video now. Take it to 120 before I show what? Before I wrap it up. Take it to 120. Thank you guys. Take it to 120. And my gifters too. I appreciate you. Those that gave on Friday, those that actually even those that gave on Friday gave me to the game today. So RD and actually Charles. Thank you. I really actually appreciate you. Take it to 120 before we leave. So okay, it's even 123 now. So thank you guys for actually joining. We see you. Nigeria's podcast on Tuesday, and we discuss, the review of the game. So join us then. So thank you guys for actually joining. My name is Mitlai. See you.